Hi ma'am, good day po. So I am the reporter for today. So my topic is women and education. So I'm so sorry ma'am kung nakatingin po ako dito sa side na to kasi andito po yung aking PowerPoint and i-overlap ko na lang po siya dun sa PPT ko. So let's start na. So today I will be discussing women and education. So, we all know that education is the most important thing in the world that we can give and pass to our children. So, according to the United Nations Universal Declaration Human Rights, so education is a right and everyone has the right for it. So, it was also indicated there that education and should be free at least in the primary and secondary level. So, everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least in the elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made in general available, and higher education shall be equal accessible to all on the basis merit. So, sinasabi ito na dapat at least elementary up to high school ay libre ang education at karapatan dapat itong makuha. So number two, education shall be directed to the full development of human personality and to the strengthening and of aspect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall be promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, racial or religion groups. So, education should also gear in developing human personality and strengthening respect for human rights and freedom. Ang edukasyon ay magkaroon ng pagkakaunawan sa iba't ibang bansa, kultura, relihiyon, at kasarian at para mapanatili ang kapayapaan sa mundo. So next, everyone has an opportunity to be educated. Yet, women have always been at a disadvantage when it comes to accessing educational opportunities. So, these disadvantages include gender stereotypes in the school, gender insensitive pedagogy, sexual harassment, gendered everyday life in the schools, limited opportunities for promotions, and professional development of women teachers. So, lahat tayo ay may karapatan para matuto, ibang babae pero ang ibang babae hindi magawa ito dahil sa iba't ibang kadahilanan tulad ng di pagtingin sa mga ito. Tulad ng di pantay ng pagtingin sa mga to. So, pang-aabuso dahil iniisip ng iba na ang mga babae ay walang kakayahan pagdating sa trabaho at iba pa. And according to the United Nations Population Fund, about 2/3 of the world illiterate adults are women. So, halos mahigpit sa kalahati ng mga taong hindi gaanong nakakapag-aral ay ang mga babae ayon sa UNPF. And ang mga pangunahing dahilan nito ay dahil nire-restrict sila sa pag-aaral based sa kahirapan at maging dahil sa kultura ng isang bansa at pinagbibigyan pansin ng mga lalaki dahil dito. So the next one is, in the Philippines, according to Commission on Higher Education, Director Patricia Licuanan, women dominate the field of teacher education, humanities, social science, business administration, medical and allied fields, home economics, mass communication, and even natural science and mathematics, but remain after underrepresented in Engineering and Technology of Maritime Studies. So, ay sa CHED Director, ang mga babae ay nangunguna sa mga kurso na hindi gaanong kinakailangan ng mabigat na gawain gaya ng teacher, humanities, mass communication, and marami pang iba. So, next, Republic Act number 9710, an act providing for the Magna Carta of Women in 2008. So, Sec 13, Equal Access and Elimination of Discrimination in Education, Scholarships, and Training. The state shall ensure the gender stereotypes and images in educational materials and curricula are adequately and appropriately revised. Gender-sensitive language shall be used at all times. Capacity building and gender development, peace and human rights, education for teachers, and all involved in the education sector shall be pursued toward this end. So, partnership between and among players of the education sector, including the private sector, churches, and faith groups shall be encouraged. So, itong Republic Act number 9710, Section 13 ay isa sa mga batas na nagsasaad ng equal rights ng kababaihan pagdating sa edukasyon dito sa Pilipinas. So, the next one is ito pong functional literacy rate. So, year over year, Filipino women outperformed men and functional literacy rate, averaging at about more than 3% difference between women and men. So, halos 3% ng populasyon lamang ng mga kababaihan pagdating sa level ng paggamit at pag-intindi sa pag-aaral at mga bagay-bagay. So, but in terms of labor and employment, according to statistics, men outgrew women significantly and slowly closing the gap. So, dito naman sa labor and employment, pagdating sa mga mabibigat na gawain o trabaho, mas nakalalamang ang mga lalaki, ngunit unti-unting kumahabol at lumiliit ang lamang nila sa mga babae. So, the next one is this one. So, in terms of gender equality, around the world, Iceland is in the top 1 for countries practicing the diversity to its people. Placing last will be Yemen, where women are almost being considered as slaves. So, sa mga bansa namang may pinakapantay na trato ng mga lalaki at babae based sa data noong 2000, nangunguna dito ang Iceland, pumapangalawa ang Norway, at pampito ang Pilipinas. So, panghuli naman ang bansang Yemen na halos tinuturing lamang na alipin ang mga babae doon. So, next is, women are not only at a disadvantage through work employment, but being unemployed also impacts fertility. Research findings on women's fertility and education show that the education of women has a stronger negative effect on fertility, which is almost 3 times than thus the education of men. So, hindi sa pagtatrabaho nagkakaroon ng disadvantage ang mga babae, kundi pati rin sa fertility nito na kung saan isa rin ito sa mga nakakaapekto ng pagtaas ng populasyon ng mga tao sa mundo. So, a poor young woman is likely to engage in early marriage and teenage pregnancy. There is Therefore, still much to be desired in empowering women through education. Some feminists argue that giving women educational opportunities is not sufficient. So, kapag mahirap ang isang batang babae, mas nauudyok 'to na magpakasal ng maaga at mabuntis kaysa makapag-aral dahil na rin siguro sa kahirapan ng buhay. So, sinasabi ng iba na hindi rin sapat ang pagbibigay ng edukasyon sa mga babae para makontrol ang mga 'to. So, that is the end of my report, ma'am. And thank you so much po for watching. And God bless po, ma'am. Bye!